Belmar, champ, Colin Jukerson, exactly how to fix your life in 45 minutes. Now, this morning, as we were sitting on the dock, watching the sunrise, we had a conversation, right, about just how simple it actually is to live a good, a productive, a wealthy, even life, right? You look at the 99%, you see what they do, you do the opposite. They lie, you tell the truth. They don't work out, you go to the gym. They eat seed oils, you eat healthy and organic. So I want to ask both of you guys to kick this off, what exactly you're doing on a daily basis. Luke, I'll start with you. What is the Luke Belmar morning routine? How do you start every day?
I think your morning routine starts the night before. It starts with how you position your morning. And most people arrive to the morning thinking, oh, well, I woke up, tired or lethargic or have brain fog. That's not normal. For you to wake up, first you have to kind of observe the scenario that you're in before you try to apply any remedy. So you begin to evaluate all these symptoms. I wake up, I sleep 8, 10, 12 hours and I wake up tired. So you begin to evaluate, what is my sleep cycle? Okay, well, what affects it? The things that I did the day before. So I start with, what do I do before I go to sleep? How do I prepare myself for what we call the night cycle, the moon cycle? And what we do is we have a period where we stop eating. I tell people 7 to 8 p.m., no more carbs. Why? Because they're hard to digest. They are not the lightest food. You can probably corroborate with that. And at the end of the day, it's been proven that intermittent fasting allows you to sleep better. And at the end of the day, you don't want your body to be focused on digesting food. You want your body to be focused on recuperating, regenerating itself, and recovering, which is the purpose of sleep. And if you're not waking up feeling rejuvenated and refreshed, something is the problem. So that's the first thing that I do. I position myself extremely well. I tend to like to have a fixed sleep schedule. I know Colin likes to have a fixed sleep schedule as well. So in my opinion, I position myself with 11 to 11:30, I'm in bed. No phone, no distractions. I empty my mind. Nothing matters, because when I go to bed, things aren't gonna change. I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is I go for a walk. 20 minutes every single day to set the intentions of the day. I don't get up, check my email. Nothing is of importance to me beyond me fixing myself, improving myself, and understanding, what do I want to accomplish today? Unless you have some sort of objective goal or reason for your day, you're gonna kind of stumble around like an accident. Look how many days we just sit in bed scrolling. Oh, it's 11, it's 12, it's 1, we order DoorDash, it's 3 p.m., it's 5, and by the time you get out of bed, you start doing something, it's already dusk. The day is basically gone. And that is a situation that most of us find ourselves in. Why? Because we don't live a day of setting goals and intentions. So what I like to do, go for my 20-minute walk, set my intentions for the day. Today, I'm gonna eat healthy. Today, I'm gonna ground. Today I'm gonna exercise. Today I'm gonna make X amount of connections, relationships, whatever the goal is for the day, whatever I feel like I want it to be. And the best part is it's dynamic, right? It's not the same fixed thing every single day. I train in the morning, and by 9 in the morning, I have my first meetings with my team. So very light, very mild, and very simple.
Got it. And that's interesting to hear you say that it's dynamic, right? Because we look at somebody like Colin, on the other hand, who's waking up every single day, supplements, 5 a.m., diligent morning routine. So how do you manage that, right? Especially managing a business that's doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. How are you staying focused, and what are the actions that you're doing every single day?
Yeah, so I've been doing the same one for about 5 years now. So right when I quit my job, I established a morning routine. It's non-negotiables that I do no matter where I'm at, no matter what time I wake up. These 5 or so things always get done no matter what. So those things are basically, right when I wake up, I prime myself. I gotta get in a high frequency state. So what do? I play high frequency music. So you can go on Spotify. There's like Sunrise Yoga is a great playlist. And then they have the high frequency music playlist as well. It's just literally all high frequency sounds. You play that, and I go right into my red light room. So I have a red light panel. Red light is amazing for skin regeneration, for just energy all around. So I put that thing on, and I'll do my journal. So in my journal, I go right to gratitude. So when you start your day in gratitude, you can manifest more things into your life that you desire. So I write down 10 things I'm grateful for. I write the 5 action items that I want to get done for that day, things that only I can control. because so many people want to get paid $10,000 for the day, but can you control Sally paying you that $10,000? No, you can control how many times you outreach Sally or that person, and how many, you know, things that actually make that person send you the money. So I'll do the things that I can control, which is usually create content, right? That's my number one money making activity. So that's probably number one on the list most days. And then I'll write the 4 Agreements, which is an amazing book. If you guys haven't read it already, go check that out. And then I write a love letter to God. It used to be to money, but now I realize that, you know, purpose over money every single day, because money's just a byproduct of how many people you help. So that's my journal side of things. That takes me about 10-15 minutes, super easy. It can always get done. I close that, and then I sit up and I do my breath work. So Wim Hof breath work, you guys can get the app. It's like, I think it's like $5-10 or something. You can get it every single year. Do it every single day. It tracks your breath work, tracks, you know, how long each round is. And there's another one called Awaken breath work that's really good as well. So I do my breath work, takes about 10 minutes, go right into meditation after the breath work, because I prime myself. The energy that's flowing into my body is crazy. From the moment you wake up, you'll never wake up with a smile. You can't be happy immediately upon waking up because you don't have enough oxygen in your body yet. But you can be sad waking up. You ever wake up pissed off? All the time, right? So when you wake up pissed or any kind of mood that's not satisfactory, you go and do that breath work, you prime yourself, and now you're able to operate from a state of abundance, from a state of attraction. So I get myself in that state. I then go on my walk, just like Luke. I like to walk, or I like to work out. Right now I work out right away. So I'll drink my 4 eggs, which is my protein shake, go straight to the gym, hit a hard fucking workout, get primed again, and then by 9 o'clock when I'm home, bro, sometimes jump my cold plunge. If I have time, I'll do my sauna. And then by the time I sit down, you know, at 9 o'clock, and I have my coffee, and I have my power bowl, my kefir, my fresh fruit, I'm fucking ready to rock, bro.
Right. So let's talk about this then, because there are all these good morning habits, but I would argue that actually the average individual is actively poisoning themselves as soon as they wake up. So my challenge to anybody watching this video would to start small tomorrow, do one thing, and stay off your phone for 30 minutes when you wake up, and watch how your life changes. But you know, just like I know, that people are doing all types of things that they should not be doing on a daily basis. So talk to me a little bit, as somebody who's very versed in biohacking, about common mistakes that people are making that are poisoning their bodies and minds on a daily basis.
So first, what is biohacking? Bio means life. Hacking is basically your ability to find your way around something. So your ability to find your way around life, your way to find glitches in the system of life. So what do you do with these 30 minutes that you stop interacting with your phone? You need to set an intention of what you're going to do with these 30 minutes. Walk into a 7-Eleven. Go at 11 p.m. Go see the type of individuals that walk in there, what they buy, and what they do. And you're going to realize that their habits dictate their appearance, because your body is a manifestation of how you think, is a manifestation of how you operate. So go and observe those individuals. You won't find the healthiest, most successful people lingering around in those places. Why? Because those are not the habits of winning, successful people. So just like you observe in those 30 minutes individuals and habits that you don't want to personify, now do the opposite. Go the next day and spend those 30 minutes observing people that you want to resemble. People that have winning qualities, that have success attached to their persona, that seem to attract, always have that golden touch. And dissect them, observe them. What is it that they do that causes this? This is called the scientific method. The ability to observe, hypothesize, test, and ultimately arrive to a conclusion, an outcome. Most people don't have a mental framework as to how they perceive the data sets that are in front of them. They think that they need to pick up a book, but look how many people pick up books and don't learn anything. Look how many people listen to podcasts and nothing enters in their head. Why? Because they think that the action is what matters. No, what matters is the intention that's set forth to the action. So in those 30 minutes, observe. So before you begin acting, before you begin doing all these things, you need to be able to stop and position yourself. He talks about meditation. What does it mean to meditate? What does it mean? You need to be able to understand the definition of what it means to be in a state of calmness. It's what I like to call a state of equanimity, calmness of the soul, a place where you can operate at peace. I was talking with an entrepreneur earlier on, and he said, you know, I was excited. I was going to build a multi-billion-dollar software company, and I got excited. I said, you got excited. An extreme. And then I got super sad, and I made another bad decision. Extreme. No balance. So you need to be able to position yourself balanced. How? By unlocking information. Science is the love of knowledge. That's what it means, the love of knowledge. So when you have this idea of philosophy, philo means brotherly love. Sophia means wisdom. Philosophy, right, used to be only used in the context of religious kind of environments. So philosophy means lover of wisdom. What is wisdom? Knowledge put into practice. So first you observe, then you ask, what is it that these people are doing? Then you test. Okay, I'm not gonna say no. Look how many people are hating on the internet. You didn't even fucking try it. No, just test it. Test it for 30 days with no bias. And then do what? Examine, cross-reference. And then you arrive to what? Your conclusion. And what is your conclusion of what? The data set that was presented to you. And then you decide whether you want to incorporate it into your life or not. So before we talk about the elements, first we need to talk about the framework and mindset as to how we receive this information. And once we have the framework, the mindset, which is often what I talk about, the worldview. Now that we have this worldview in practice, we can talk about the practicals. Colin.
Yeah, so the conclusion to the flip side of my old life was, it doesn't work. I can't go get blacked out on the weekends. I can't have shitty friends that, you know, don't have uplifting thoughts, don't have, you know, goals, don't have common, you know, desire to win in life. Like, that was, my old life was literally just people that were all kind of lost, floating around, didn't know what the fuck to do. And the end result was brutal. Like, I was, you know, getting blacked out. I had no direction. I had no purpose. So then what did I have to do? I have to create a new hypothesis. I had to do new data sets, and I established a morning routine. And you can't just do it for a week and think that your whole life's going to change. I put in 5 years down the wrong path, and I got the end result. So now I have to put in 5 years down the right path, and we're literally 5 years from where I started. Shit's pretty fucking good now.